Welcome. You can sit right there, Mom.
No, I'm playing music. I don't want you to get your channel to get strike.
Oh, I do not own copyright to the song you just heard. Don't know whose song that is. Welcome. Hey, welcome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of you. Welcome. Say hello to all of you. Guess what I'm doing today? Well, I was on here yesterday. I was supposed to make double dessert, but I got tired. So, after I got tired of making dessert in one day, so I waited for today. Okay, so this is a perfect time where we can meet and talk about dessert. Okay, dessert is just like it's one of important lifestyle eating. Okay, we love dessert because it had a little sweetness, a little cream, a little coconut milk, a little of everything. So it's the American traditions. I think the European traditions, when a formal setting or a family sit together in the meals, and after the meal they offer a piece of pie, piece of cake, piece of candies, or coffee, or the rest. So that culture have faded. We don't really eat sweet after meals anymore, but we eat sweet when we crave for it, like midday, mid-noon, in the morning with coffee. We just like grab it on the run because we don't have time to eat. We don't have time to eat sweet or dessert after dinner because you already ate too much or ate enough. So therefore, dessert making is like become convenience, especially for working people, who sorry, don't mean that. Where time is crucial and essential. Okay, so today what I thought about doing is to show you how make the Namba banana dessert. Okay, I saved 6 from last night cooking, and last night I made such a delicious bananas, fried bananas, and I did the sweet yam fries also, and my sweetheart took it to his company, recording, making soundtrack for new movie on BB King. They are making movie on BB King, the legendary jazz musician who passed away about 2 years ago, not quite 2 years ago, and now his movie gonna be made on his behalf. So they've been busy making soundtrack. You sleep, they work day and night. So last night I make like a big batch of fried bananas, and send it off, and I think they like it. So they said they want some more. I said, whenever I make it again. So today I'm not making fried bananas, but I will show you how to make one of the delicious recipe in my family. It's so easy. All you need is bananas, tapioca pearls, which I cooked this already. I soak it, I cook it, and I rinse it. Okay, use from the sheaf and rinse it to take out all the because these have tendency to get thickened. Okay, it's made out of yam or one of those plant based, and it's floury. So if we use too much, then it's get thickened. It's just like this here, it got thickened. So I have about 2 cups of this. I may not use all of it, okay, but let me see what I have. I'm gonna use a little bit of taros. I have about, if I have too much of this, I probably have about 2 cups of taros. Okay, let me eyeball this. No, it's about 1.5 cups. Okay, so of taros. And then I have 6 bananas. You can make however many you like, but you have to increase the quantity of the sweetness and the coconut milk. So I have 1 coconut milk, half of it that I used for my cooking yesterday for the fried banana. So I have half left. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this early. I'm gonna saute this. the best flavor from the coconut is when we let it sit in the heat for about 25 minutes to allow the coconut milk to extract their own oil, okay? And at the same time, it'll give us this nice aroma, you know, the coconut aroma, which is similar that of vanilla extract, okay? So it may not be the same, but we use shoot. Interruption. So so I'm gonna go ahead and start it off with half of 13.5 ounces of coconut milk. I'll go ahead and start this, okay? Las Vegas became hold on please. Give me 5 minutes, okay? Let me delete some of the oh goodness. Give me a minute, please. I think I have too many video that I need to get rid of. Okay. Sorry about that. I meant to have my my photos and my video removed from my iPad because iCloud's trying to, you know, tricking me. So I'm gonna use another cup of this, okay, of coconut milk. And we're gonna use some of this toward the end where we're just gonna go ahead and pour on it just like we do with the whipped cream. Okay. So today, instead of using sugars, I'm gonna switch it to condensed milk. Okay, so condensed milk is very sweet, so you have to be careful how much we needing it. So I'm gonna probably use about 2 tablespoons first and see, because my friend, she loved dessert, but she had the impediments of not want to eat sweet. So I'm like, don't you know that dessert is comprised of sweetness? And if you don't like the sweetness in dessert, maybe you could change that to eat just fruits. You know, that would be, it won't hurt my feeling at all. JC, welcome. And to all of you great people, Sawadika, welcome to us today. Som Swakum. Okay. I know I want to speak like 4 or 5 languages in here, and then people will say, I understand the feelings, you know, I mean, one language is good enough, so that way, I think English become more universal, where I think Chinese is more universal, the Mandarin, but then I don't speak Chinese. I'm a Chinese descent, like I'm like my great grandparents are from China, believe it or not, end up in Thailand, end up producing my grandparents, producing my parents, producing me, so 4 or 5 generations, okay, at least. My kid, my grandkids, me, my mom, my grandparents, my great-grand, 6th generation. So I still have a little bit of Chinese look in me. I love it. I don't speak Chinese. My daughter does. She went to school to speak. She learned Mandarin. So she loved to watch like Chinese movie. Okay. So today what I'm doing also is that beside this number, this is, okay, so this is different bananas, okay? Let me do in comparisons. So this is chiquila. Is it chiquila? Chiqui. Anyway, so this is the regular banana that we consume, right? To get our best nutrients. Okay, so that's regular banana. So this is the Namba banana. So the difference is the height. Yeah. So this is what we eat as a fruit. This is what we serve as dessert. Okay, it's not common for these to serve as fruits it's meant to make all kind of dessert from it. So yesterday last week I made banana cake out of it. Okay, wrapped in the sticky rice. Okay, in the banana leaf. It was so neat and wonderful. And then I also have yesterday I made the fried bananas. So you go. So you have this piece of fruit here that you don't know about, that now you know that you can make so many kind of dessert on it, right? I mean, that's just simplicity and beauty of knowing the knowledge of different fruits, what its function. Okay, so I have taros. I'm gonna go ahead and make it small so it's easy to cook, but I want this banana to stand out by itself, so I have to reduce sizes all other fruits or ingredients to give a highlight on my bananas. So this will cook quickly. I'm gonna add about maybe 2 cups of taros, okay, which is gonna give it a very nice, very nice textures, because taros is perfect for this kind of dessert. Also, I make taro dessert in my other cooking videos, and my family loves it, and those who have sampled it loves it, and they always ask for more. Okay, just like frying the bananas and the yam yesterday, I already have asked for more. I don't know whether it was free food that they enjoy or just the food that are great. Okay, so I have to put the two together and see which is greater, the value of the free food that I make, or was just the taste of the food. But I know for sure that, okay, the taste of the food, because I guarantee that my cooking would be exemplary. It's going to be outstanding because it's cooking with love. Okay, so when it's cooked with love and cooked with the knowledge and experience that the food are to be shared and the food to be given with love and healthy aspect, people will enjoy it, because all my food, you know, it's safe to consume, it's better for health, it's better for the eye because it's so pretty, you know. People always ask me, you're wasting your time carving, you're wasting your time doing all that fruit and vegetable. It all is going to get eaten white butter. So I said, you know what? Let me do my own thing, okay? Leave me alone. Don't get in my lane, because I'll step over you. They don't like that. That we just give you an honest opinions. I said, your opinion is well taken. Thank you very much. Okay. So while I'm doing this, because I waited for my coconut milk to have chance to release, to cook and have chance to release it beautiful aroma, which is the coconut oil. Okay, because we have the coconut oil in order to get the coconut. No, we have the coconut milk in order to extract the coconut milk, turn into oil. We have to cook it a little bit longer. If you want the whole thing to turn into oil, then we just cook it down until the milk turn blue. Until the milk turn blue. How about that? Welcome, JC. Say hello to you too. Not JC. JC, huh? JC. Hello, all of you. Welcome. Today we're gonna make Namba banana dessert. It's gonna be. I have my Tapioc Pearl, small Tapioca Pearl. I cook it. I rinse all the gummy out because it's starchy. So I rinse the starch out to help minimize my dessert to get very cloggy, get very thick. Okay, excuse me, talking too much. Sorry. Thank you for your patience. So I'm gonna add a little bit of taros, because taro can also make this type of dessert by itself. If you don't make with banana, then we will make it with taros. If you don't make with taros, then we make with pumpkin, the kabocha squash. So with this cooking right here, you can cook with the kabocha squash in combines, or the kabocha squash by itself. Okay, and then the taro, you can combine them, or you can cook by itself. So this is very unique way to like having all this fruit make and turn into beautiful segment of food. Okay? So that's why a lot of people get confused about all these root, what they're good for and how you make it. Okay, so this is some of the way that you make it. My mom likes her taros boiled, and she just eat it, or just bake it. Okay, just eat it just like sweet yam. And so sometimes we don't have enough knowledge of what fruit or vegetable from another country, how we cook it or prepare it, you know. But taro, definitely you cannot have it raw, okay? You cannot have it raw, so there's a certain chemical, I can't remember the name of it, okay, in the taros, that this root here, okay, it's gonna cause itchy into your throat, and you cannot have it raw. Even handling it, if you have sensitive skin, I recommend that you wear gloves, because my hand went through like million touching of these, so I got used to it. I got used to being burnt. I got used to being cut. I got used to handle hot peppers and all that, so it's like it can't hurt me anymore. So okay, so there you go. I will give a nice highlight to, it's about 1.5 cups, okay, so of taros that I chopped already, just small cube, small. Okay. You want to cut it bigger, you could, but what I want to do today is to highlight my banana, to give a banana a chunky look. Okay, a chunky look. Okay, so here go my bananas. So this banana here, I have not seen American store carry them. You can do like what my friend do. There's that she will travel to like 3 grocery stores to get, like, you know, getting her grocery. Okay, so you can do what my friend do or did, or you don't have to do what my friend do. You know, just you can try with this banana here, but then you can't cook it long because it's just gonna boil out so quick. It's okay. So this right here is gonna cook a little bit longer. It can allow you to cook a little bit longer, because this is not it's not that it's not easy break. Okay, so once I put this in the pot, I won't be stirring it. I want my banana to stay intact in one piece. Okay, so I can create this into a little floral design if I may. You know me, I'm about having pretty food. So you learn my cooking style by now, with those who follow me for a while, that how I take time to take care of my cooking technique. Okay, I love the simplicity that I'm able to create pretty food and great tasting food, plus the beauty that go with it is hands in hand. Okay, we it just, whatever make us happy, we make them. Okay, so typically I'll make it bigger, but then just remind now that I got a smaller version of it, smaller cut, so I'm not gonna cook it too long. Okay, it's just gonna so how do you know when the banana is done? It gets softened. Okay, and if we cook too long, and then it will just get smashed. It will get smashy. It become like mashed potato. We don't want that. Okay, because we have these. This is gonna. It's going to be thickening. So that's why I boil ahead of time and rinse the starch out, and see what I'll do this time. Okay, last time when I didn't rinse it out, and soon as the coconut cream cool down, it was like cheesecake, because it just like it soaked all the coconut milk, and it was like I'd make ice cream out of it. Oh, it's doing something. So it did exactly what I what I was saying to you, okay? It smells so good. It's almost replica of vanilla, okay? So it's already condensed. The coconut milk extracted its own oil, so that's what we want, okay? To have that sweet aroma of the coconut oil and coconut milk and combine. And we're gonna add some fresh one in when we're done, okay? So to give a very nice fresh look. But for this, let me go ahead and add main ingredients, which is the taros. I'm gonna add I'm gonna sample it first because if I get too sweet and then someone gonna complain about it. So I'm gonna do about 2 tablespoons of condensed milk. Or you're welcome to use the sugars, okay? If you have, what I typically do is that I would use the palm sugars, but this time I thought that will change the recipe to condensed milk. Okay, so I'll do about 2 tablespoons first. If I need it, I can come back and do this, add some more, okay? I know that 2 teaspoons is not enough, but for someone who don't want the sweetness in the dessert, then I'm like, see, I'm not cooking for the customer, you know, that customer, they want, keep this, omit that, leave this out, put that in, you know. I did that too because I had a terrible food allergy. So when I do visit restaurant, I want my food to be no eggs, no peanut, no orange juice, no a few other things, you know. So it's annoying. I know, I understand that, but then what can I do? You know, this is half teaspoon of salt. I literally can do just we'll do quarter spoon, okay? Because I use the quarter spoon for my for other, it's soy. And let me sample it, because if I add more coconut milk to it, I'm do that right now because it's condensed. Because I have to sample the final result, because I'm still gonna be adding about a couple cups of water. So I make sure that I have enough sweetness in here when it's diluted, that I won't need to add any more sugar. I would do 4 tablespoons, because if I add more water to it, it's gonna get, it will get variations. It's gonna get less sweetened. So we have 4 tablespoons of condensed milk. I'm gonna save just a little bit of coconut milk to the end, okay? Maybe about 1/4 of a cup. So I'm gonna blend this in advance. Okay. And then I'll sample it once I add all the juice, all the liquid that I need to level with the dessert, okay? And then I can determine how much more of sugars I needed, and still maintain the balance of low sweet dessert. For the dessert lover that love sugars, it's fine. I can understand that perfectly. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my taros or taro roots in there, and let it cook for a few minutes before I put my banana in. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add a cup of water, because it's thickened. Cold or warm water doesn't matter. If you have boiling water, even better, because it's gonna boil quick. So I have 1 cup of water going in already. So altogether, I might need about 4 cups of water. Okay, and I'm sure that I'm gonna need more sugars or more milk, more condensed milk to balance the sweetness out. I mean sweetness in. Just want to welcome all of you. I know you're welcome to send me comment. You don't have to be so polite. But I like you guys being polite, because sometimes people who are being obnoxious on here got sent away, because I don't tolerate that. You know, sometimes they come in here with attitude, and I'm like, do not do that to me. So I literally have to send people away too, you know, like, like, don't come on here and be mean. Okay, please don't be mean to me. So I have my banana, like, beautiful floral design here, which is normal for me. You know, I do this all the time. Let's say that I do this for a living. How about that? So I have 6 bananas, so I think lucky lady gonna take most of it. And she hoarded most of my fried banana last night, and boy, she took everything to work. I barely have 1 sample of it. I didn't even have a sample in front of you. And I took some for my mom, and my mom hoarded to herself. She didn't even share with my kids. And I took some to my baby daughter, because her boyfriend loved fried bananas. He's Filipino, so he knows what's all about. So that's nice and cool. And then my son has some. My sweetheart has a few. And he took a small tray to his work, and they want some more. I said, well, you want some more, then be the sponsor. I didn't say that. I always send a little food. You know, so a lot of people appreciate it. That's all it takes for me, you know. I mean, I don't care about anything else. If they appreciate and that they like the food, you know, I'll cook some more. I'll make some more, you know. I mean, it's really nice to know that people appreciate and like the food, you know. I mean, it's simple as that. Nothing irritating more than having someone with free food, and then they say, oh, it's too sweet. Oh, it's too little bit of that. I'm like, you know, give me the plate. I did that to my ex-husband. He's a picky eater, right? So before I start my cooking show a long time ago, maybe 20 years ago, he'd be making complaint about food. You know, he worked late, always come home late, and always have to leave food cold and warm it up. And finally he got to eat and said, he complained about everything. So I said, can I borrow your plate, please? What you gonna do? And can you open the window for me too, please? What you gonna do? Let me have the window eat the food. So that way the window was shut. He didn't like that. And get up and said, Yeah, that was a pretty crazy time in my life where people are being mean, you know. I don't know how people who sat across the altar and said, I do in time of sickness and health and all that shit, and then they don't, you know. I mean, I have issue with that. So that's why people who kneel at the altars and say, I do in sickness and health. Well, some people are successful, you know. I'm not just saying all of us. Some of us who are misfortunate, like myself in the past. So, all right, let's not talk about that crazy stuff. Okay, so I have my bananas. So I have six of the Namba bananas. I think it's from North or South Vietnam. I don't remember what the word Nam mean. I know that Thai Nam, either South or North. I don't remember. That my Vietnamese had flew out of my head. And that shows you how much I know Vietnamese. Okay. Let me see if my taro is cooking. If it does, then I can go ahead and put my banana in. Not quite yet. Okay, I'll give it a few more minutes. This is what I suggest people who are picky eaters, okay? Just offer them a small bite. It isn't, oh, I don't like steak, and you're gonna give them three pound steak or 3 ounce steaks, and then it's a waste of it, okay? So just offer them a spoonful or a bite or a piece, okay? And then let them sample it. If they like it, they will ask for more. If they don't like it, you know. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. But there are people like that. In my family too, you know. I mean, at least my family enjoy my cooking more now that I started cooking more elaborate food and make them feel invited, and they love pretty food. So that worked well for my family, you know. But my family, especially my grandkids who enjoy the Cambodian food, you know, I really enjoy that. Like they appreciate the cultural food, and some who don't, you know. And I have to be mindful too, you know. We in America, things change, people change, everything changed, so we have to be mindful and be respectful. So even my grandkids don't enjoy my cooking as much. I'm okay with that, you know. I come to the term that everybody changed. The weather changed, the relationship changed, our attitude changed, everything changed, okay? All the universe, everything changed, and nothing stayed the same. Let me wash my hand. I touch the condensed milk and it's sticky. Let me grab a few bottle of water. We might need it. Okay, so I have a cup of water in there already, okay? So I'm gonna do another cup, 2. Once I add the bananas and the tapioca, I might need 4 altogether. Let me sample now and see where it's taking me. First, I have to find out if taro cook, because it's not, if the taro does not cook, it's gonna give me itchy throat. Smell like it's cooked, but it's time to add the banana, because I'm gonna cook them together, allow them to be done at the same time. Okay. Let me sample my syrup first. Hold on, want to be sure. You know what I'm gonna do? The sweet is very mild, so I might have a good use of 1 more tablespoon. So I have 4 already. So I put 1 more, be 5. And when I finish adding another cup of water, then I might add as I go. That's why I can't tell you guys how much until I really sample it, because that's the way Cambodian cookings are, you know, because we cook different quantity. We don't have recipe for it. Everything come from this head and just throw everything in. If it's too much salt, then we add a little bit more water. If it's less salt, then we just add more salt. If it's less pepper, then we add pepper. We just it does not have a set rule for Cambodian cooking. So for me, I'm being generous. Like I'm starting to do measuring for you. If I do for myself, like, and then I sample, I need this, I need that, so I just run back and forth and I fill it up. Okay, so what I say I need? Oh, vanilla. I think it would be a great idea to experiment this. Okay, I never have vanilla put into my cooking before, but it will be like a start, okay? Because let me finish what I have here. This is tablespoon. No, I'm gonna do a teaspoon. I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of vanilla. There. And what I have in here, I'm gonna just combine it because just a drop. 2 bottles. So let me bring the pot over so you can see, because I don't like to bring the camera over because there's certain element in the heat that will not agreeable with recording motion pictures or cameras. Okay. Smells so good. The taro smells so good. So I have with me let me clean it up a little bit. So if you can see, okay, so I have taros looking pretty good. Okay. So it's done. So I'm gonna go ahead and add our bananas in, okay, and I'll let it cook for a few minutes because the banana won't take too long to cook. So when I add the banana in, so I know that I need extra water, probably 2 more cups. Yeah, that means that I'm gonna have to add more condensed milk or sugar or honey. It depends. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stir my banana now while it's still firm. The banana is already ripened, but then I'm just gonna be gentle with it. Okay, I'm not gonna be even stirring right now because I don't want my banana to smash. Okay, let me cook this. While I'm doing that, let me combine a little bit more of condensed milk. I'm gonna add about, let me sample first to make sure, okay? I'm gonna add 1 more tablespoon because I'm gonna add about 2 more cups of water. I will need that, okay? Because I don't want my sweet to be so dull. I want to be able to enjoy it because I'm a chef. I'm gonna be able to enjoy it. If someone don't want it, then you know what? I don't want to be mean, okay? Okay. Now I'm going to add about 2 more cups of water to balance it out. I have 3. I'll do 5. You know why I do 5? Because I still have tapioca here. Because this tapioca right here was absorbed most of the syrup. I'll be extra gentle. It'll be a few minutes before it boils because I just add 3 more cups of water, so I have 7 cups. No, 6 cups. I think so. I have to review. I'm sorry. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about how to prepare tapioca, okay? So the tapioca come into a little bag. If you have not seen the tapioca, but let me show you. Shoot. So, so the tapioca come in a little bag like this, okay? They're small pearl. So if you like those pearl drink, so the pearl drink's about that big, okay? But this is, it came from the same plant, yucca plant or tapioca plant, okay? They grow widely in Asia. In my uncle farm in Thailand, he grew a whole bunch of this, and he will sell to the company that produce this processing food. So don't mind about sample your food as you go, okay? Because we need to get the basic elements for a cooking, okay? Sample it. Don't be saying that, no, sample it. If you need salt, add salt. You need sugar, add sugar. You need anything else, add it in before you start complaining. It's very light. I admit this. Okay. You have 5 tablespoons over there. Lucy would like it this much sweetened. I'll do one more, okay? Just to make me happy. Not anybody else. My own happiness. Juniors? You need to be re-educated. You need to be re-educated.
Oh, don't worry, you're gonna hear it from me.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna elaborate on the tapioca. Okay. It comes in a package. I told you that already. It's called Tapioc Pearl. So it's small. It's not as big as the one that you have in your drink. Okay. But once it's in the coconut milk, it had that nice translucent look. Okay, it's clear, but yet you can tell that it's there. Okay, it's a little bubbling. So I'm gonna try to put about a cup in there first, because I don't want, because this right here was absorb, because I have this absorbed juice. No, I have these absorb the liquid overnight already, so it's all fattened up, and so it shouldn't have room for more absorbing. Unless this thing is cheating me, I don't know, but typically after I boil this, I rinse it with cold water and give it all the starchy agent. It's a little pinky because I had a rainbow color on it too. I mixed it with the clear and the rainbow one. I can't find it, but then it came in different color, rainbow color with green red and white. But then once I boil it, for some reason, those color had diminished. I think it's overtaken by the red or pink, and it's fine. It's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna do about 1 cup first, okay, because I don't want it to like thicken my dessert, and I have to add more water, and I have to add more coconut milk, and I have to add more sugars, more salt, more eaters. So just minimize all the possibility of more demise. So, all right. Let me check how far the banana is being cooked right now. I have to be gentle. I don't want my banana to smash up. Okay. So far, so good. However, I am going to make a little bit of topping, okay, which is the coconut milk that I'm going to add. I'm going to do about maybe a cup-ish. Hold on. You can do this in a profound way. Well, it's a little over half a cup. That's all I would need for the topping. And sorry. And the rest of coconut milk I have in here, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the pot. If I need a little more, I might need a little more because I didn't, like it's under coconut milk. That's how I feel. Let me add that. Maybe when I serve, I add these. That might be a little bit more rich. Okay, let me add this. Let me add the tapioca now. Ooh, come out really nice. Not bad. I might add a little bit more and see how it behaves the next minutes, okay? Because once it get cooked or it's in the heat, it might behave differently. It might try to absorb all my syrup. Okay, I don't want that because I don't want my dessert to be thick, because it shouldn't be thick. But these were thicken enough because tapioca, just like cornstarch, it'll thicken our cooking. We need it for thickening the cooking. Then we need cornstarch or tapioca starch. But that's because I'm allergic to corn, so most of my cooking that needs starchy filled up, then I use the tapioca, and it works as well as flours or cornstarch. Okay, tapioca starch works perfect for thickening the cooking, gravies or any kind of dessert that needs thickening. Okay. Cherie, say hello, and say hello to all of you. Okay, today we just doing something simple. Okay, I did the complicated one yesterday. That took a whole lot, like almost 2 hours for that. Frying the bananas, frying the yams, and then combining the batter to the perfection. Oh, yesterday I did something good for the batter. I was pretty heavy. Not heavy. I was pretty happy with it because it turned out really good. I'm happy. I'm happy with myself for being able to produce such a beautiful recipe that turned out beautifully. You know, it was the texture of the frying banana was like beautiful. It was golden fry, and it had the little speck that, like, you know, that like grab, and the coconut, the shredded coconut. and the sesame seed. I had the black and the white sesame seed, and it was like, it was so pretty. If you don't believe me, check on the fried bananas on my YouTube channel, and I think it should pop up on my TikTok, because TikTok work differently. Okay, so I have to go and check on it when it's become available for me to chop certain segment and display for you guys. So I'm go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and simmer this coconut milk a little bit, because it's in the can. It's safe to heat it up a little bit to minimize, what if, and then it give me a sense of relief if it's done. Okay, because we don't know, because it looked nice and clean. Sometimes it's, to be sure, just to cook it a little bit more minutes before we serve. Okay. Let me see how my dessert behaving right now. Smells so good. Yeah, it's beautiful. It have, I might add a little bit more of tapioca, because it's just so beautiful. Let me put in a glass bowl so that way you can see clearly. Okay, just for demonstration only. Okay, I'm not quite done with it yet, because I have to figure it out if it's already has enough sweetness in it. Oh, I think the banana, I need to cook a few minutes more to get it softened. Okay, so you see the tapioca? So that is the tapioca and how it behave and look in the dessert. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and I can add a little bit more of tapioca, because it will be good for it. Okay, so because like I said, it's already, the starch has already been removed and minimized, and I might add, I may not use it all. Sometimes I say, you know what, I'll put everything in there so that I don't have leftover. No, sometimes when I do that, it get really crazy. It get too thick and complicated, So right now, the liquid, the liquid. Let me sample the sweetness first. The taro is already cooked. My banana need a couple more minutes. I'm surprised that it's standing out really nice. Look at that, because I managed the size of the taros to make it smaller, because I want my banana to stand out. Okay, if you want something to stand out, then you make them big. You want something to like blend in, then you make them small. Simple. Okay, very simple solution. Okay, so you see that the tapioca is like happily swimming in the syrup, and it smells so good. So, it's low sweet. Okay, I might need a little bit of sugar, because I have about about a quarter teaspoon of salt. Okay, so I'm gonna make about another quarter more to make half teaspoon, because what the salt does is that it triggers the sugar to get sweetened. There's certain chemical between the two that they work together like marriage couple. Okay, I mean, need a little bit of salt to make the sugar getting sweeter. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, I'm not sure, but You know what I do? Because I need to make this solution a little bit thicker, so I'm gonna add some of my taros here. Not taros, a little bit of my tapioca here, okay? Because normally I will use the flour tapioca. I can use this because I have plenty of this, just to thicken it. It look pretty. Because this is a non-stick pan, I have to handle in a more professional without scratching it. Okay, so, yeah. I need to add a little bit salt onto my whip. We'll say cream, okay? I'll do a pinch. I'll sample it. There's no sweetness, just coconut milk and a little bit of salt. This coconut milk is not that creamy. Okay? If I have fresh coconut, I would express the milk. And normally, how we make dessert in our country, we express coconut milk in 2 segments. I just want to thicken it up. Maybe I just use whole. That way, I'm not wasting anything. It's coming just like another bowl of dessert here. Okay, it's gonna go on the top of our dessert. Let me warm it up just a couple minutes. Yeah, the tapioca look really good. I like that. Okay, let me do this. Let me sample the banana. If banana is done. It's perfect now. Okay, let me remove it from the heat, and I'll show you how we serve this. Sorry, I only have a few clear bowl because I like serving dessert on a clear bowl. Or I think it's so pretty. I think this might be too big. Let me find a smaller one. Oh no, that is a small one. This is a big one right here, and the baby one, and then there's a little tiny one like that. Okay. Oh, this is too small, but yet I'll serve myself with it, okay? So one time, someone was complaining about serving too much, right? They said, I just want a bite. So that worked, okay? Sometimes you don't challenge a cook. You gotta appreciate her, him, okay? Don't say that, "Ah, I'm not hungry, I just want a bite." And that's what the small bowl come in handy. Okay, all right. Let's serve then. We can put in the big bowl here. What? This will do, okay? This will do. This will do. You know, I used to deal with complicated ex-husband who like to complain about this and that. Get it back like 100%. Okay, so here we go, our dessert today. Tapioca, banana in coconut cream. I don't want to disturb it too much. And we have taro roots in there also. Okay. Let me put you in a big bowl so you can see the beauty of it. Oh yeah, I crocheted this pot holder. That was for something else, and then I end up like that because I'm too busy to finish the project that I need to get it done. So here's in the nutshell of bananas dessert today. Okay. We go ahead and serve. So this is for big serving. Just be mindful, this is not dinner, okay? It's a dessert, but sometimes I like a big bowl, you know. And let me get my banana. So this is for my short, how about that? Okay. Oh, let me get myself too. That would be small serving, okay? If you don't want a whole lot, that would be perfect serving. And then, remember the extra coconut milk we have? Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do that with tapioca on it. It's not impressive, but there's a different. Banana, tapioca, taro roots in coconut milk. Smells so good. Look at that. Look at the beautiful visibility of the tapioca. Yeah. See the top of it? So I like to sample my own dessert. You are invited. Gotta be good. If I have my way, I have my way, it would be 1 more tablespoon of sugars. Okay, but this is very light sweet, which Lucy would enjoy. And my mom too, you know. I'm not just making this for one person, I'm making this for the family also. My beautiful banana. It had a tinge of sweetness into it, which I like. Tastes so good. Last time I made too much of these, you know what I did with it? I put it in the floral design molder and freezes. Oh, it was so beautiful. I think I can do that again too. What do? I'll save this for my friend, this bowl here. I think that should be enough for her. There's a lot. There's like 3-4 serving right there already. Unless she eat dessert for dinner, then I cannot help her. Okay, so she said, "Oh, sister, oh my God, I like this so much." Last night she texted me, "Oh, sister." Yeah. She was so thankful that I made the banana, fried banana for her, and the yam. She said she loves it. So she took everything to work. She ate and took the rest to work. She had a whole tray by herself. So I'm happy that the banana didn't fall apart. So my only suggestion that if you're gonna cook this, make this dessert, make sure that you cook the tapioca. And you can boil the water, or you can soak the tapioca ahead of time, 10-15 minutes. Rinse it and then blanch it, okay? Or cook it halfway and allow it to soak in water. And so when we cook it, it does not soaking up all of our what you call it, syrup, okay? I have my way. I can add more sugar to it, but I think I'll go with Lucy because her instinct tell me that I don't have to be extra sweet. Okay. So delicious. You know, this right here, it make perfect holiday dessert. Okay, so just switch from making cookies and make this dessert. It will be a surprise, and it may not be a customary because a lot of us are not familiar with cultural food. So, oh, hold on, let me charge my. Give me a second. Let me charge my Let me charge my device. I was saying that a lot of Westerners, they are not accustomed to eating Asian dessert, okay? But let me tell you why. You can start learning to appreciate other people culture's food, and just be open mind. Okay, be acceptant. Be of a good learner. Sorry, let me get to the bottom to charge my iPad. Because my my storage is full, so it's taking up a lot of my battery. So I have to keep it charging. Hold on, sorry. So just be mindful, you know, that we can always be receptive, being kind to other people. Oops. To other people's food and sample it. You know, I mean, Cambodian food are not widely known because we are in such a small, unfamiliarized country. So our food and our cultures are not widely exposed into the main cultures or mainstream or through the world. But then now that become more sociable, or become more accepted, become more well known now due to the what you call it, the border conflicts with the neighboring country. Okay, I don't want to say the name because they're not happy with me. So what the heck? So I was watching the little content of this Japanese born. He was mixed, I think they said he was mixed Japanese born. So he went and opened his restaurant in Cambodia. What he did with the Cambodian cuisine and the Japanese cuisine, oh, will look so good. I'm sure that next time when I'm in Cambodia, I'm certainly going to visit the restaurant, and he make his food so exclusively beautiful. You know, he make the sashimi mixed with the Cambodian ingredients. So it was nice, and you know, he loved Cambodia. He loved Cambodian people. So he went and opened a restaurant and promoted Cambodian food. That was so awesome. Because he's like a master chef, you know. I don't know how famous he is. I have to search him out, but to see his food was just like, it's that kind of food that I like to do, like the beautiful, you know, those like the decoration, all the fruits and vegetable, and serve it in the main ingredients, the main dish. Like, oh, like that kind of my taste, you know. And for a Japanese, a mixed Japanese, he said that he loved Cambodia, he loved Cambodian people, so he loved Cambodian food. So he mixed the Japanese and the Cambodian cuisine together in a plate. And his food is expensive because it's so exclusive. It's so beautiful the way he decorates his food, ranging from the meat, the snail, you know, that big snail. He served those. And yeah, every bit of his cuisine he mixed with Cambodian and Japanese was like so amazing, you know. I think I'll share his content. I downloaded his content. I wanted to share on my page so that way you can see it also, what I'm talking about. You may already seen him. His content's on TikTok. So I came to his TikTok and I recorded it because I wanted to share. Sorry. The good thing about YouTube, what YouTube does now is that it allows the content creator to do a collaboration with another content creator. So if they have short videos that have the little recycle thing, sign, that allow to do the collabs, okay, the collaborations. So that's why you probably have seen that I've been sharing a lot of videos of Gordon Ramsay, you know, a few other chefs, and then first time I saw Martin Yan. If you remember Martin Yan, he's one of those prominent Chinese cook. He used to be on PBS channel, on the public channels in California. I don't know what channel he's on nationwide, but it's called Yan Can Cook, and he can cook. He's so funny too because the way his Chinese and English accent, you know, he speaks so. Sometimes he speaks fast like I do, and we don't really understand what he was saying, but we understood the concept, you know. So I saw his content online, and so I have to share it on my YouTube channel, and it was good. And I start looking into Gordon Ramsay and his activities and his Hell Kitchen, you know. One day I want to be on his show. One day, Gordon Ramsay, I want to be on the show. So maybe I will make him this simple banana and taro dessert. All right, one small serving, okay? Before I leave, this is what I do for us. There's another way to serve this dessert, okay? Like I said, I can put this in that little floral design mold and freeze it and turn it to delicious ice cream. I did that before and the grandkids love it. Let me show you. These right here that I'm talking about, okay? So I'm serving a big bowl for my friend here. She can be happy with that, okay? So I'm trying to fit as many on this little guy here. Let me get my tray. Okay, I'm gonna do probably 10 to 12. Okay, I'm gonna choose some pretty design. This is lotus, beautiful, and sunflowers. Okay, exactly when I fill up the cake in this, I mean the dessert in here, and let it froze up, and then when we remove it, we can have this beautiful design. I did that before in my other show, and it's so this design here, what you call it, okay, and marigold. And more sunflowers, and this little twirly here is really pretty. And then I think this is the what you call this. So again, different design. And some roses too. There's some pretty roses. And I like this one right here. It's so pretty. This is the most that I love. Okay, it came out so vivid, and this color too. This is lettuce flowers. It came out so pretty. Okay, let me see. More lotus, more roses, and more roses here. The blue lotus. More roses. And I think this is the hibiscus. And some more roses. These are more like a 3D. More like a 3D and design. Okay. All kind of lotus. Okay, let me see how many I have. To do that, I would bring my dessert over here. And because it don't have coconut milk in it, and we're gonna be freezing it, so I don't need oil, okay? So this will come right off. And I can put a piece of big banana in there. Last time I did this, the grandchildren fight over it. And they asked me if I can make some more. Hold on, I overflow this. Don't want it to overflow because it's gonna get nasty. So I put one piece of banana in the middle here, okay? Hibiscus, hibiscus, what do you call it? Sorry, I have issue with pronouncing it. Okay, so just put it enough, okay? Not overflow, because we don't want to have to clean up after ourselves too much. But this cooking here doesn't, I'm happy because I don't have a whole lot to clean up to myself. If I let Lucy see this, she's probably gonna want all of it. I might hide from her. If she see my video, she can say, "Oh, sister, did you hide the dessert from me?" No, I didn't. I just want to keep it away for winter use. People said, "Did you go to Great Lake to do this?" I said, yes. I went to climb the mountain Everest for this. My spoon slipped. This can't slip. Oh, it's gonna be pretty. They have to come back and revisit on this. You're gonna like what you see. Oh, you can't see, huh? Let me see. I'm sorry. Because I changed the position. Let me move back a little bit so you can see. I'm sorry about that. I might do a tray full because I still have a lot of dessert here. Beautiful. Wait until you see the end result. When I remove this from the freezer and remove it from this mold, it looks so nice. And of course, it's delicious. Oops. I'm trying to avoid the mess and I get into it. Oh, so beautiful. I love it. I love this mold here. It's just so efficient. Whoever created this, it's such a rich idea. Because it brings food into the next level of beauty, you know. But some people say, oh, I don't know how to deal with that. I know it's difficult at first, but then, you know, it gives a little bit of practice. I used this a few times already, so I know how to deal with it, you know, on certain kind of food, where certain kind of food will need oil for it to like to come off easily, like I did with the purple yam. That wasn't very nice because I forgot to put the oil on it, and I tried to remove it and it's sticky. So that one wasn't very successful. But these right here would be successful because it's full of coconut oil. So it's gonna be beautiful. I do a tray that way I can serve my mom too. My mom, she loves ice. She eat ice in winter. I'm like, and she like said, Mom, that's why you cover yourself with a thick blanket, because it's cold. She said she loves ice in winter. I'm like, okay. For an old lady to eat ice in winter, I'm like, don't know if I agree with that. But she does. She loves ice in winter. And she covers herself with like 5 thick coats. I'm like, okay. And don't make a lot of sense, but different stroke for different folks. It's always like that, you know. I mean, you got one in your family or got one in the family. I'm not going to argue about that, you know. I might have my own pet peeve somewhere, you know, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. You probably can tell already what my pet peeves are. You know. It's easy to tell people pet peeve, you know, by the thing that they do repeatedly. But my pet peeves are positive though, you know. It's have to do with beautiful food. Hey, that's a good pet peeve. And I like people to appreciate my food. If they don't appreciate my food, I want a refund. That's kind of attitude. Yeah. If you get free food, free cooking, you better appreciate it. Otherwise, I want refund. Plus interest. What is that? You're not going to eat it again. That's the interest. So this is what I try to do, is that I have to adjust my own attitude too. You know, when kids are cooking, sometimes they don't have my taste. So I'm trying to appreciate them because they're learner and they're new cook. And they want to achieve our flavor. They want to achieve our taste, but they couldn't achieve it. And sometimes They feel like when they're around me, they don't want to cook. They want me to cook because they said, oh, maybe you'll say something. No, I'm not going to say something, you know. I mean, cooking is hard work. And the difficult job is to get people to love, enjoy, and appreciate. And when people don't love, enjoy, appreciate, then I want it repay with interest. If this is going to be the last time I serve you, that is the interest. Yeah, sometimes we have to do that. Otherwise, people never learn. You have to teach that love and hate relationship, you know, like. Okay, so I have just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and fill it up for my friend. There. Because it's so precious here, we don't want to waste any. All right. Well, I have a little bit of these too. Let me put some more on her here. And so I can go ahead and finish this up, okay? It's no use to have it sitting around. If it is sitting around too long, it might get disappeared into my stomach, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and share this with family by finishing this up. Okay. And that's the thing too, you know, if you think you have too much food and you can't eat it, and don't wait until it expired, okay? Make sure that you offer to your neighbor and offer to your family. Sometimes you never know, you know, what their struggles are. So just be mindful that food are expensive, and buy what you need, okay? Don't, if you have freezer, then freeze it. And if you don't, then you know how to treat food, okay? You buy enough for the time being, unless you do food saving, become self-reliant, that you have food storages, and then yeah, you go ahead and buy non-perishable food items, and you save it in case emergency. And the church taught us that, to be self-reliant and get what we need and store food, because if we prepared, if something happened, then we ready, okay? So if we're not prepared, something happened, then we will not be in good luck, because by the time the government agency there to rescue us, it'll be late, and we need water, we need emergency item like medication and food and water, and for the kid you need diapers, you need formulas, you need medication for adult also, and first aid items, warm blanket, extra clothing. This is what I was taught in church, okay? Church taught us that always be ready, and to have a few set of clothing in the baggage, in the trunk, and some bottled water if it's within the means, so that way it doesn't get bad in hot weather and stuff like that, or get it in a real plastic, not plastic. Put it in the glass container, that way it's not contaminated or cross-contaminated and what have you. So just be prepared, okay? And prayerfully, if nothing happened, if it does, be prepared, okay? We will be the one that to survive and be able to save our neighbors and other people. And you never know, because natural catastrophe happen everywhere, even in Washington, D.C., Washington State, and everywhere, you know, that we never expect it to happen. It happened like in New York. And I understand New York is with the surrounded by the water body, and it's gonna flood. You know, it's already in the flooding zone. It just had never been flooding like that, so people never expect it. But when it happened, I said, oh, what's wrong? Why? The church taught us self-reliance. We save money, we save food, we prepared for emergency preparation, for natural catastrophe. Even prepared if something happened, we have all we need, so we are free to help other people that are in greater need. People who, if we have extra food, then share, because some people hoard it. I learned it from. I learned the way Americans and everybody behavior during the crisis. Okay, it taught me really well during the COVID-19, where people went out and purchased bottle of water, toilet papers, But you know what? I didn't, because I learned that washing your bottom, you can wash it with water. Okay, you can flush it with water. They do that in many Asian countries. Okay, so I mean, just let you know that if ever anything like that again, okay, so just relax. Okay, as long as you have running water, and then you can flush it. Because in Asia, they spray, they flush it. I mean, in Japan, if you go to Japan, Japanese airport, they do. They have the spray. They also have toilet paper. So they taught us that there's more than one way to deal with certain situation, because we so bombarding in one way road. You never think outside the box. So we went out and purchased and run over each other and fight over toilet papers and make the industry rich for that moment. And the mask. This is very easy. We can put a piece of cloth together and just seal your nose. Because we don't think outside the box, because we don't know how to prepare for emergency situation. All we want to do, go out there and get the thing that we need in the moment of in the spur of moment where everybody rush out there. So this is what I learned. By a little bit at a time. So our pantry is full. So I just spend 6-8 hours organizing it. So we replenish it weekly or monthly. Okay, so that way we never run out. So same thing for the perishable food item that we can store and we don't have to use it. If we use it, and refill it. We know that we use 5 cans of soup, and then go get 5 cans of soup and put it back. So if something happened, then we know that we feel good because we have the thing that we need during emergency: the bandage, the medication, the blanket, the clothing, the axe, the saw, the matches. And if you do matches, then put it in the sealed container, so that way if the rain come, the matches will be safe. Those. Well, if you're gonna burn fire like me, I built fire in the other house. We have firewood. Here we don't. Everything is run by electricity and gas here. So just be prepared. It's very common sense that we do. I mean, just like you go camping, what do you need when you go camping, right? You need the necessity thing that you're gonna survive for a few days on camping ground. What? Food, water, extra change of clothing, thick blanket, tent, axes. If you're gonna chop down trees, I do. When I go camping, I bring axes, I bring saw. So if I have wood that I need to cut, I need to saw, I do that. I mean, well, Cambodian life taught me a lot. Well, the Khmer rule taught me a lot, because it's just a skill that adding up to our life. Okay, so my emergency right now is to put this in the freezer and let it freeze up, so that way tomorrow I can serve my grandchildren and my mom. Okay, so I'm gonna seal this. I'm gonna close this. So that's why I needed to make them look to flatten a little bit, because if I put the plastic over, it might overrun it. Okay, it will. I'm not gonna worry about it. Stop worrying about a little thing and start enjoying life. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this. couple times, okay? Just to be sure that, because it's gonna be in the ice box, so I wanna make sure that it's safe in there. So tomorrow when I either come on live and undo these for you, or I'll do short videos, so you'll see either a little short videos or a short on live stream, okay? But about all, this looks so good. I like it. I love it. I love the different options that I'll be able to create this in a way that it will help educate and bring the goodness into cooking. Oh, don't do that. I'm almost lost it. Okay, so here we go. You can go in the freezer. It's only take a few hours to freeze this, because then I won't need it until tomorrow. Okay, all right. We cool with that? Okay. So there we go. So tomorrow I will do either do short or come here and do a short live streaming with you guys to spend time with you on Sunday. Tomorrow Sunday? It is, huh? It is Sunday. Okay, so all right then. So before I leave you be, I just want to say thank you for being on here, supporting me, all the like, all the subscription. I appreciate that. I owe you like a big hug, okay, and lots of love, and wishing you very, very happy new year. Okay, just remember to love yourself. Once that is filled up, you will find the radiation, the love that coming out from you, and extend it to other people. They said that do not leave uneasy feeling. You know, always ask for consoling, ask for forgiveness. It's okay to apologize. Okay to say, I'm sorry I did that, you know. So it's okay. If it's up to them to forgive. Our job is to ask for forgiveness. If they wanted to linger longer on the emotion of the past and live in the past, then it's hard to undo. So until they find the solution to their emotion and want to be happy and let go of the past and live the future and live the life that God has given them, okay? Remember that money is not everything. Money will help support our life, will help alleviate our sufferings and pay bills and stuff like that. Other than that, life is more precious, more meaningful. It's more valuable than any other external material belonging or material things that we search and seek for most. Okay, take care of your health, eat healthy, add more fruit, add more vegetable. Okay, be active, get off. If you're on the phone a lot, you know, stretch. Okay, you don't have to go to the gym to stretch. Stand up and move around. Be physically moving. Okay, do moving. Don't be sedentary. Don't be like waiting for New Year's here. Your resolution is to keep the resolution, to keep it going. Don't say the first week, oh, it's good, well, now I got no time. No, stop giving yourself excuses, okay? Loving yourself will need the same dedication, just like you go to work. You get paid for, but it changes your behavior and aspect, right? Because you get paid for, then you have no choice but go do your job from 8 to 5, 9 to 5. And then you come home, you're like, you know, I got no time. The reason that we are lagging and tired because we did not get enough oxygen. We don't get enough physical movement. Okay, once we have the physical movement, the whole content of your energy will derive, will come. You know, the glow, the little change. You know, that a little bit flat here, a little bit flat here, flat there, flat everywhere, and then, you know, 10 pounds here, 5 pounds there. Will make us happy, okay? If you want to lose weight, try small, okay? Try 5 pounds, maybe 10 pounds in 6 months. Just work toward it. Don't say that, well, in 6 months, I want to lose 150 pounds. Well, unless you attend gym every day, you know, you put 100% on it, it will happen. But because we don't have time for gym or don't have time for anything else, then at home, just, you know, we do super stuff. Eat early, you know, spend your time cleaning, just moving around. So people used to ask me, well, after 6 children, chef, you pretty much about the same 50 years ago or 20 years ago. It's true, because I like to do things manually, okay? When that new vacuum cleaner, that little robot, you know, came out about this big, is round. So the commercials say that, Get these and have these do the work for you so you can spend the time with your family. I said, oh boy. You know the kid don't want to spend time with the family. You know where the kids spend the time at? So get the kid to do the work. Don't buy the robot. Let the kid learn how to mop, learn how to sweep, learn how to do dishes, learn how to chop, learn how to cook, learn how to do laundry, fold laundry. Let them do the work. Don't hire the robot. Then you will have a whole bunch of kids that growing up with big brain but don't know how to use it. Okay, believe me, I'm a mother of 6, so I know what I'm talking about, right? A lot of love now. Okay, if you're gonna dessert, then eat it early, work it out. Take it to work, share with your co-worker, and don't try to eat the whole pie by yourself. Make sure that everybody got a piece of pie, okay? One piece of pie will go around, okay? All right, we doing good tonight. I don't have a lot to clean up. I'm happy with that, okay? So wish all of you a happy new year again. Thank you for being on here. Please help subscribe, like, and share, and follow me on TikTok. And then subscribe on my YouTube. I appreciate all the way. Love and respect all of you. Okay, and it's not very impressive, but it's so good. I know, I wish I make it pretty. Right?